Mr. Dipesh. Congratulations on winning the CTO of the Year award. It is a great achievement, I'm sure. So, how was your experience in general with the BFSI Third Annual Excellence Awards?
Right. First of all, thank you, Minoti, for giving me this opportunity and definitely recognizing our effort. Right. All in all, the experience was superb. Right. Quite well organized. There were so many quite learned, quite experienced panelists. So many good innovators that had come out of industry to meet physically in this forum post-pandemic, that too, right? So it was really great learning experience for us. I mean, I could understand that it's not just us being startups that we are innovating, right? There are big institutions out there that are also doing amazing innovation. So that was super. It was really happy. It was an excellent moment for us to understand that there are other players that are also moving from a traditional physical or a physical infrastructure to a pure digital experience. So loved it.
I'm glad to have you here. What led you to win this award? Like, what were the efforts that you made in the past 2 years or in general?
So I would not be the right judge to tell you on what led me to win this award, but I believe whatever we were doing during pandemic was visible somewhere or other way to the juries, right?
Definitely.
So few things that I could recollect about the innovations or the initiatives that we took during the pandemics were, realigning with our tech goals, realigning with our product innovations. We were just, we pretty much in that, standard race. Hey, this is what you have to do every other day, every other week, every other month, right?
Yes.
Before pandemic. But during pandemic, we got a chance to sit back, right, relax and look back at our tech roadmap, at our product roadmap, at our business roadmap once again, right? So that gave us a good feedback in, hey, I mean, this is something that you need to look in a different way, right?
Yeah.
Take a pause, right? Think again on whether this is the right way or not. For example, there was an instance wherein government introduced a moratorium, right? And
correct.
that was really relieving experience for a lot of the borrowers out there, right? But at the same time, we being a P2P lending platform, right, was a panicking experience for our investors and for us also. So we had to ensure that whatever changes are, subscribed or prescribed by the regulatory frameworks or the regulatory institutions, we had to put them in place in such a way that it comforts both borrowers as well as lenders. So we were able to strategize both in terms of technology, in terms of product, and as well as in terms of business, right? And we were able to pass on the right message to the investor, to make sure that, hey, your money is safe. It's just a matter of time that this is the moratorium that has been introduced. We worked quite well, quite rigorously in terms of educating our lenders on what it is, even to our borrowers on what it is and how they should be repaying it, what would be the modus operandi for the same, right? Likewise, of course, the time was pretty tough, right?
Yes,
especially the second wave, right? So there were instances wherein our borrowers and our investors as well had to go through tough time. We ensured that the way we are interacting with them was much more, comforting rather than just being a customer and business relationship. We made sure that we bring in right kind of interactions, right kind of emotional touch to our interactions with the customers. Further to that, we also worked a lot on in terms of enriching the customer's experience. We worked on innovating our product by moving towards API rather than to a traditional interfaces, because of which post-pandemic, we were able to be in so many other avenues that we were not otherwise, right? For example, Google Pay is one of such avenues wherein today InstaMoney lies and customer directly can reach there and reach out to us, right, in order to take a loan, right? So there were so many API productizations, outcome that we were able to achieve, that our business grew tenfold right after the pandemic. So such way kind of innovations that we did back then, and I think that's quite a lot of things that we did back then.
Sure. So you managed to strike a balance between your regulators, investors, customers.
Absolutely.
And you kind of, flew
It's
with
not just them. It's not just them. There was another challenge that was to make sure that every LenDenites, this is what we call the ones who work with LenDen Club, we call them LenDenites. Every LenDenite is also comforted, made sure they are safe, secure, made sure that their job is not lost, right? We had to make sure that nobody loses their cool, right? Because it was a tough time for all of us.
Definitely.
And we had to make sure that if we had to innovate something for the end customer, we had to make sure that our family is safe, our family is comforted well. So we worked rigorously even on that, right? We made sure that none of us lost their job. We all took our pay cuts, to make sure that the team first has to run their family, though remotely whatsoever, right? Made sure that they got right infrastructure, right environment to work based on their time. I mean, the family was also going through a different kind of change, wherein their family member who used to go to office at one point of time was working out of home, right? So there was a good balance required. So we made sure that all of these were in place, right? So that ultimate goal was to enrich the customer experience
Right.
during the pandemic and post-pandemic.
Sure, definitely. Any new initiatives that you're thinking of for the coming years?
A lot, a
Anything
lot of
you'd want
initiative,
to
of
share,
course,
like
but
one or two?
I think the one that I can talk about is today, if there is a business out there, right, that has capital, or if there is a business out there that is in need of capital,
Right.
LenDen is the person that
It's
you
the-
should,
the
is
go-to.
the team that you should go to. We
Great.
are building such kind of APIs that any business that is not able to mobilize their revenue or their capital can knock our door, and we'll make sure that you make the most of the revenues that you have.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations again and thank you for your time.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mati.
Thanks.
Thank